What's going on, guys? This is Ozzy. Gotham City Rogues. Week 4 just finished. I seen the Monday night game. The Vikings look very legit. They do seem like the team to beat this year. All right, well, let's see how things went for me. Vikings won, but I did not win. I scored 94 points this week, which in most weeks would be enough to win. But Superstars scored 122. Um, he had uh, Matt Ryan and Michael Crabtree score most of his points, even though he got 0 points and 1 point from Robert Gronkowski, 0 points from Jamal Charles. He still managed to score enough points to just embarrass me. What went wrong for me? Ryan Tannehill, 7 points. Jarvis Landry, 6 points. Travis Kelsey, I think he saved his game. He saved his outing by a late touchdown, but it was not enough. Sterling Shepard, man, underperformed. He was going on 3 weeks straight, I think, with 10 points, almost one touchdown a game, I believe. But yeah, he did not. He didn't do anything for me this week. The Rams defense, man, they look good. The Vikings and the Rams are probably the top two defenses in my book. Even though the Vikings are a much better team. Um, I left Brock on my team, Tyrod Taylor. I left Brock on my bench, Tyrod Taylor on my bench, and Aiden Hearns. Wasn't gonna really help me much. 4 points wasn't gonna give me much. So 4 points and 8 points, that would have got me 12 points, 106. Still would have lost by 16 points. All right, so I'm trying to keep this short because some of you guys were complaining that the videos are not that good. Uh, George, and some of you guys were complaining the videos are too long. Fernando, to you, I say F you. So let's go to Camasteel, who gets his first loss of the season. He is going to go 3-1. Thor's hammer laid the hammer on him. Well, not that bad. He only scored 94 points, just like I did. What went wrong for Mr. Camasteel Rodney? D Hop 0 points. Julius Thomas 0 points. Uh, he left Jimmy Graham on his bench, and he left he didn't 0 points for Deshaun. So he left quite a bit of points on his bench. He could have started Terrell Pryor and then gone with Jimmy Graham, two tight ends. No, yeah, there's really nothing he could have done differently. So yeah, he is gonna need some depth. He's gonna have to drop one of his defense or one of his tight ends or one of his wide receivers or something. Um, he got 20 points out of Fuller. Man, Fuller looks good. He looks good. Very fast. And him, they were saying a lot about how he catches with his chest or something like that. Man, he looks good, man. I don't care how he catches the ball. Fast as he is, he catches it however he wants. All right, Thor's hammer. Uh, he mostly got all his points from two players. Nobody else scored in double digits. Uh, Derek Carr 23 and Julio Jones 36. Everybody else kind of underperformed, but it was enough to beat Ronnie by 20. All right, let's go to the next one. Timo Moreno versus Thor's daddy Garza. Garza wins. Uh, he got 23 out of AJ Green, 14 points out of the Bengals, 17 out of Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins seems like he's, got in that rust off from the off season, and he looks like uh, he wants a second big payday, man. That guy went from making, I think, $600,000 last year to making uh 23 million this year. That's just ridiculous, man. $600,000 is enough for me, but shit, 23 million, man. Imagine. Um, I'll pay someone. I'll pay like a video firm to make these YouTube videos and make them all legit, so Fernando and George will complain. All right, so Team Moreno, what went wrong for him? Negative points from the Panthers. Theo Riddick 5. Odell 2. Brandon Cooks 3. Dwayne Allen 2. Doug Baldwin 5. A bunch of underperformers. The only ones that performed pretty good were Matt Jones 19 and Joe Flacco 21. Uh, on his bench, he left Jordan Howard with 13 points. I would have started Jordan Howard. I did start him in a couple other leagues. I put in the request for him in this league, but I did not get it. Um, so yeah, 68 to 87. Had Odell had a better game, he probably could have saved them a little bit, but he would have needed quite a bit of points just to even get into a spitting distance of Garza's 87 points. But yeah, I think Garza said he changed his name to uh, something. I forgot what it was, but he's gonna update it later, so we'll see. Pretty sure it'll be something funny. All right, George Suicide Squad versus Dark Goodell. The two complainers about the videos I make. If y'all can make a better video, make a better video. You can make a better, shorter video so that Fernando likes it, George. So let's see. George loses 71 to Fernando Darkadell 105. All right, so Fernando is lucky that he drafted Tom Brady. Tom Brady's gonna do. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do better than Andrew Luck. Something's wrong with Andrew Luck, man. He's just not. He doesn't look like himself. I guess you could say. Ezekiel at 20, Devonta Freeman 11, Kevin White. I was gonna pick up Kevin White, but I didn't do it. I should have, but I didn't. Greg Olsen 15, Jarek McMinnon. Ooh, he looked good. He looked pretty good today. Um, so yeah, so Fernando did pretty good pickups. Waiver wire pickups, 20 points, so that's pretty good. Let's see what Mr. George did here. Drew Brees, 12 points. Le'Veon Bell, man, this guy was like not even playing last week, and this week he just made everybody look slower, and he just made everybody look dumb the way he was running around over there. He didn't get a touchdown, but he did get quite a bit of yards, both running and receiving. So I think the Steelers are going to be going in, full V8, V12 mode. They should cruise to an easy season now that they got all their players back. Denarius Thomas, 15 points, and Stephen Hotchkiss, 11 points. Everybody else kind of underperformed on Georgia's team. Latavius Murray, I've always said I'm not a big fan of this guy. Last year he slowed down around this time. Um, so the only things that were saving his first 3 weeks were he just had touchdowns. So no touchdowns this week. He didn't get no points this week. I got his backup, uh, Washington, I believe. So hopefully that guy gets some of the touches, half of the touches that Latavius gets, and I might have a sleeper here. But man, I need things to start kicking in because I have 3 losses. That's horrible. All right, next one, Dr. Grumptopis versus the Harambe. Um, things are not going good for the Harambe. 2 straight losses, underperforming, leaving points on the bench. It's just not going good. He leaves Blake Bortles 25 and TJ Yeldon on the bench. That's 36 points. Stephon Diggs didn't do anything. Hunter Henry, pretty good. Lamar Miller, 10. Again, this guy's supposed to be a workhorse. He's getting 30 carries a game. He is underperforming in my book. But things should be getting better for Lamar. Let's see. Kelvin Benjamin didn't do that great. Tyrell Williams didn't do that great. I mean, it was just Matthew Stafford didn't do great. It just was a bad game for the Harambes. 60 points only. Dr. Rontopis, 83 points. He pretty good. Dak Prescott, Christy Michael, David Johnson, Jordan Reed. Man, I did not start Jordan Reed in my other leagues, and it killed me. This guy had like 20 points, I believe, in the first quarter. It was just killed me. Brandon Marshall, 14 points. Tevin Coleman. Now these guys, Dr. Rontopis made a trade. I forgot with who. Tevin Coleman underperformed this week. He did get him a win last week, but this week he underperformed, and then next week he's not going to play in Denver. So it's kind of looking like a bad trade right now. Alright, don't have too much time here. I'm trying to do it within 10 minutes. Despicable Lee beats Taco Corp. Taco Corp did pretty good last week, but this week, no luck. Despicable Lee is looking very good. Very loaded team. 102 points. Phillip Rivers, Sarah Carell, Michael Thomas, Kenny Stills, Steve Smith Sr. So yeah, it's a pretty good lineup. and I believe I have more than 10 minutes. All right, pretty good. I think this thing has 15 minutes. So Taco Corp, DeMarco Moore, 23 points. That guy looks legit, man. Uh, he looks like his old self when he was with Dallas. Frank Gore, 14 points. Broncos D, 16 points. Alex Smith, 17 points. Uh, I mean, Taco Corp did pretty good this week, but not good enough. Look at his bench. 3 players out, 2 players on bye. Charles Sims and Kareem again 0 points. Uh, I mean, almost no depth. Everybody's injured or on bye or just not performing how they're supposed to perform. Uh, Negative 1 point from his kicker. How does that even happen? I believe he must have missed a field goal or something. So yeah. So compared to uh, Despicable Lee, he has 14 points on his bench from John Brown, 6 points from Ginger Williams, 10 points from Martellus Bennett, and 24 points from Russell Wilson. That means he could have still probably cracked 120 had he started a little different. Jason Witten, 4 points only. Cardinals D 7 points. Justin Tucker only 8. Duke Johnson 6. I think I'm gonna start giving up on Duke Johnson as good as how Sarah Carroll is doing. Oh man, he went with 2 running backs from the same team. A little ballsy, but hey, it paid off. So, alright, so I was trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but I'm almost hitting 12 here. So let's see how. Is there anybody else? Nope, that's it for today. So let me finish editing this, and hope y'all like it. George, I hope you click like because it's a shorter video, Fernando. So check out the video. I'll post it up in a little bit, and click like and subscribe, guys.